many cones am I up to? 21 pine cones. I think we'll call that good enough. Whoops. That horde is working its way towards me. Damn it. Let's hoping not to attract their attention. Alright, come get some zombies. Hey! Ambush! About 3, 4 laptop computers we've seen. Okay, well, whoever had just shown up to kind of watch a new game, I guess there you go. You got to see some zombie killing. Lakes of Blood. Zombies and tough zombies again. Nothing too dangerous. Let's clear them out while we've got a good opportunity. Whoops. I did that move pretty poorly. Alright. I got 4 there, 1 there. The runner actually concerns me more than the others. Kind of wait for him to show. And we're going to focus on him. Alright, the rest of these should be fairly simple. Alright, I think we still managed to get through this without taking a single hit. That actually surprises me quite a bit. Still seeing another tech down there. Cocaine. Uh-oh, Kevlar vest. Cop must have brought the Kevlar vest. We'll get that cleaned up. That's definitely worth using. Don't really need a multi-tool anymore. I've got all the base tools. And I don't see anything else there. So Kevlar was definitely nice. Alright, I think I'm gonna hope that we got the area fairly well cleared now. Back downstairs we go. Alright, Alright, 30 pine cones is a pretty good number for that little trip we took. Let's get the fire going again. And let's activate the washboard. Put a Kevlar vest. Soap's fine. Where? Kevlar vest. Alright, what's my torso looking like? Backpacks, leather jacket, Kevlar vest. So, yeah, Kevlar vest is a pretty good addition. 612 protection, 6 bash, 12 cut. Only 5 encumbrance. 85% coverage, so occasionally damage will leak through. If you're not familiar with what this coverage number means, basically, zombie hits you, game determines a body location that the hit's going to occur on. So let's just say it's the torso. It then checks the torso and works from the outside, the bottom of this list, in, and it checks each item. So it's going to look at the duffel bag first and say, all right, it's got a 50% coverage. It's going to roll dice. On a 0 to 50, we'll say it hits the backpack or the duffel bag, in which case it's going to remove 1 point of bash and 1 point of cut damage from the total damage that is being applied to you. Then it moves in a layer and it says, okay, now there's a backpack, 30% coverage, rolls dice again. 30% chance that it's going to actually absorb or use this match protection. And it moves in again, and it keeps moving in. Eventually, you hit the Kevlar vest, and that's where your major protection is. So once it finishes moving through all your locations' items, if there's any damage left over, that then gets applied to your hit points. That's how hit points and protection points and coverage points work, basically. So it's good to layer up, but then you've got the problems of encumbrance, slowing you down and making your combat worse, and it's always a balancing act. But basically that's it. So it applies from the outermost to the innermost, and it just checks one item at a time. Checks the coverage number, rolls percentage dice against that to see if the coverage number, if the coverage amount is actually impacted, and if it is, it removes that amount of damage from the hit. And as long as your items here can fully absorb all of the damage from whatever's hitting you, then nothing actually hits your hit points. That's separate things for whether or not your items get damaged, and I'm not going to explain all that process, but there you go. So right now, if I go to combat mode and drop the backpacks, we're looking at stethoscope, which will almost never get hit. It gets nicked on occasion because there's only a 5% chance that damage is actually going to hit that stethoscope. So that's why you see it get nicked on occasion, is because it does have a coverage of 5. Leather jacket, though, is absorbing 6/6 90% of the time. So only 10% of the time does this get bypassed and then go to the next layer. This is 6/12 for 85. So between the leather jacket and the Kevlar vest, we've actually got really, really solid protection values on our torso now. Unfortunately, the jacket only does torso and arms, and the Kevlar is only torso. We've got a long way to go. But that Kevlar is actually a really good item for us. So let's throw this back on. Grab our gear back. What else was I looking at? We dropped all the items. Oh, yeah. Let's activate this tourist guide. So it's going to be a little hard to tell. I have to do it from upstairs, actually. So the tourist guide is going to fill in coffee houses, museums, things like that. So if you look, for example, down at the bottom of the city right here, I'm going to get city streets. I'm going to get streets mapped in, and I'm going to get certain buildings mapped in, depending on the type of map. That's assuming this map works. I've had some issues with maps recently, but we'll use it. And we'll take a look at our map, and as you can see, all of a sudden we now have all the streets mapped in, and it's telling me where coffee shops and such are. So the tourist guide gives restaurants, restaurant, fast food restaurant. Is this the coffee? There's the coffee shop. And more importantly, we got the full road network of the local area. So now we know kind of what we're working with. Hey, there's a museum. I want to go to the museum. I want me my my chainmail and my barboot helmet and my broadsword. That's a pretty rough one though, because it's looking like it's solid city all the way up to across the bridge, and it's nearly solid city probably on the other side of the bridge. Crossing bridges in the middle of cities is pretty rough business. Another little town, Wakefield, right there. Oh, never mind. I was almost excited. That's just a railroad. That little setup right there is always a railroad. I think there is one over somewhere that I've seen already. Yeah, however. Alright, so we're not traveling for a little bit, but maps are always awesome, just for this particular reason. You can kind of start to make some plans and figure out what you're going to do and where you're going to do it. Tourist map, not so good for the buildings it shows, other than the museum. Museum's the only one that gets me excited. Like to know where the museums are. Back downstairs. Alright, so we brought back the pine cones. Now let's cook them up. So we need pine nuts. Where are you at, pine nuts? Not pine needle tea. And, oh, it's a handful of pine nuts. Alright, handful of pine nuts. Cook up, please. Alright, so we got our first batch of pine nuts, and we brought back, what, 30 total? Let's get them all done. Alright, pine nuts are all done. I'm gonna drop the glaive over here. Alright, there we go. Fresh hot pine nuts. 30 will last me 4 days, 3 or 4 days. Figure if I'm eating, well, maybe not that long. 4 to 5 at a time. Nah, actually, that's probably only 2 days, 2 to 3 days at the most. But they're an awesome early game food item, so pretty easy to get a hold of. 202 calories. They last 6 weeks. They're light, so they're a really, really good food source. For the calorie count, for the fact that they last for 6 weeks. Tiny bit of joy value, and they're very portable. So I likes the pine nuts. So let's have some hot, fresh pine nuts. We'll get some bonus for the hot part. We'll have 4 pine nuts. That's 800 calories. We're eating pretty good. We'll have a cookie. And oh yeah, we're about to start reading. I need to have some of that. Alright, and some more pine needle tea. Okay. Wait a few minutes just to see how things sort out. So we're hydrated, but we're still hungry. Let's have some more of the other types of toastums. I'm stacking the toastums. If you look on the morale list, toastum, 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 plus 20, plus 15, plus 10. So each type of toastum, there's 3 different types. I think strawberry is the plus 20. Strawberry is the best. So they got that right at least in modeling real world. So strawberry Pop-Tarts are the best, plus 20 value. And then I'm not sure what the other tastes are, plus 15, plus 10. But we're stacking those up. Plus we got the enjoyed a handful of pine nuts and all that good stuff. That's going to help raise our focus up, which will get us more return for when we read. So we cleared local zombies. That went really well. I was surprised we didn't take any hits. We're going to have to do that again and again, but that's good enough for now. 7 p.m. Sun's about to go down. So let's yeah, let's just start reading again. Get back to the first aid, first responder. Hopefully nobody comes wandering downstairs after me. I did reset my hotkeys so I don't have crouch in the mix anymore. I performed the anti-crouch hotkey surgery. Trying to catch up on chat here while my reading was going on. So I made it to 5. Yeah, there's big advantages living underground. There's some things that are a little unhappy about it, but what is the purpose of crouching? Currently, the purpose of crouching is it cuts down on the range at which bad guys can see you when you're crouching behind a solid object, like, I don't know, a bench or a car or something like that. Basically, you go into crouch mode, and if they could normally see you from 30 away, when you're crouching, they might only be able to see you from 20 away. So they have to get closer to be able to spot you when you're crouched behind things. So it's a line of sight benefit. And it also cuts down on the amount of noise you make while you're crouched. So if you really, really want to be Mr. Silent, then when you're creeping around at night, then start crouching. Makes the movement points go way up, so it's slower, but it makes you really, really quiet. So that's pretty much the main reasons for crouching. I think they're working on prone, which I'm hoping will improve aiming with like rifles and such when you're firing from prone. I would assume that's the main benefit for prone, and maybe additional sightline benefits as well. But I think if you're trying to get up from prone or go to prone, it should cost a lot of movement or action points. But who knows? Everything's a work in progress. So Alright, so we're famished. Hydration's fine. It's now 4 a.m. Wow, we went from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. just reading that one level. Huh, alright. Let's have some more, let's see. Not tired yet, so let's tank up on toastums again. Couple more pine nuts. Pumpkin, that should be enough. And another pine needle. Alright, so it should be good. We'll just keep reading. Oof, clock is rolling slow. It's rolling slow because there's a million zombies roaming around just upstairs. Oh, here they come. They're coming to get me. Damn it. Something's breaking into my nice shelter. It's now 7:40 a.m., so it's daylight outside. Let's go see how bad it is before we get tired. Let's do this. Let's drop those. I'm gonna leave the duffel bag behind also. Keep the backpack. We'll try fighting with backpack. That puts us at only 27 torso encumbrance. That's actually really low. That's a good number. So that'll give me enough space. Well, not quite enough space to grab things. Let's see. I don't need these tools right now. Leave those behind. I better keep the rest. And wield the glaive. Alright, that gives me 7 liters to pick up random things that they might have, but I'm still in pretty decent fighting trim. Let's head upstairs. What kind of a crowd we got? Nobody is inside that I can see. And all the doors and windows are looking good. So what did I hear smash? Did somebody smash into my vehicle? Nobody up here. Zombie dog coming to get me. Yeah, come get me, zombie dog. Damn it! I got bit! Tough zombie. Survivor zombie. Ooh, survivor zombie is going to be a little tougher. Wonder if he's damaged. Where are you at, survivor zombie? Way down there. Moderately injured. Not sure why all these guys are injured. Come on, tough zombie. Get over here. Here we go with all of the injured, no clothes zombies. Getting up and coming back to get me from nowhere. Alright, you stupid hit point sponge. Oh, who else was out in the woods there? Cade zombie. No, I've seen this kind of behavior before out of the Wanderspawn system. When was it? It was... I can't remember the name of the series. It was 3 or 4 series back. I had a situation similar to this, where I had an evac shelter I was basing out of. Maybe it was only two series back. And I'd had this situation where just... I'd get these huge spawns of zombies coming after me in my base, and they were all naked. And there was absolutely nothing remotely nearby that could have killed them. I hadn't done it, that I was sure of. There were no minefields, no husks were showing up. And I would just get these huge piles of zombies that were all naked. I never was able to figure out just what was going on. Oh, and a soldier too. Well, there's Mr. Soldier. He's severely injured. The list, now bloated has been added to the list. So survivor and fat have spotted me. Soldiers pretty far away, and then everything down south in that horde is all brand new, full strength. But all these real close ones, or most all of them, are pretty heavily damaged. Yeah, Let's just hope we don't get the attention of that group to the far southeast there. Alright, timing. Not worried about you. Need to see if I can do damage to this survivor zombie. So we cut him for 12, so we can at least get through his protection. No grabbies! Stop grabbing me! What the hell? Alright, got the survivor down. Him and the soldier, but about the only ones that were making me a little nervous. Alright, Decayed Zombie, you're bugging me. Alright, soldier. So he's super injured. He's only got 1 bar left, but if I can't penetrate the armor he's wearing, it'll be a problem. I think I'll have enough, especially if I land a crit. I might just have to dance around until I land a crit. We'll see. Missed. Hit, but no damage. No damage. No damage, and we blocked. There, we got 4 points in with a crit. Yeah. Damn it. I think I'm definitely going to need the surprise attack to land in order to actually do any damage to this guy. Skeletal Brute! Now I'm getting a little nervous. Shocker. Yeah, damn hordes across the street. You're going to make me not happy. I want to get my stamina back, so I'm just kind of moving around for a minute while I get my stamina back. Whoops. Alright, that's not good. Oh, and I damaged my glaive. That's not cool. That's going to make things even harder. Two damage. Can't seem to get a crit on him. Ah, and we take a damage. 1 damage. I'm getting crits, but I'm not getting any of my surprise attacks. What is going on with that? I've got ninjutsu selected. I meet the requirements. Why am I not seeing any of the surprise attacks hit? It's hilarious how close this guy is to dying. He's not even near death yet, so I need to land a few good blows, and I can't do it. I don't want to get in my vehicle to run him over, because that's going to attract all the attention from the zombies across the road. I've got a combat knife. It's got piercing, but I don't know that I won't get any of my bonuses from ninjutsu. The machete's not got any more damage than the glaive does. Well, maybe now it does with the damage to the glaive. What are you at now, glaive? Yeah, it's down to 16. So that's not good. How to kill this guy quietly. I don't have a convenient pit I can lead him into. Maybe I need to dig a few pits just in case I get into this situation again. I could lure him downstairs, grab my combat knife, but I don't know that even that's got enough to penetrate the armor on this guy. And I don't want to fire a gun at him. Don't want to get more zombies on me either. Follow me, zombie. God damn it. I hate it when they do that shit. So long I spent keeping the place nice and clean and not broken. Alright. Whoops. Do I not have a combat knife? I thought I had a combat knife. Oh, punch dagger. Punch dagger is what I'm thinking of. That's not going to be enough. I don't have any bonuses. Only 10 pierce. Either solar money. Vorm don't always eat hordes. Sometimes Vorm runs away from hordes. Hey, Fertile Creek. Thank you very much for that resub. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't have much in the way of good blunt weapon I can use either, other than my my crowbar. So stats on the wood axe. Ooh, bash 20 on the wood axe with a +1 to hit. That might actually do it. Yeah, let's switch to the wood axe. I think that might actually be what we need. Dump the glaive. It's getting damaged anyway. Let's grab... Whoops. The hell did I just grab? I grabbed a washboard. I don't want the washboard. I want the wood axe. Alright. Head back upstairs. Hey there, zombie soldier. Be nice and step down onto the table there. 7 damage. Alright, that's more like it. 2 damage. 4 damage. That's enough, though. Step over to the next counter. There we go. Alright, that was a good choice. We'll take a look at him in a minute. Now, I don't have the reach attack bonus now, so let's finish clearing that out. 25. Oops. There we go. There's the surprise attack for 49. So, that's interesting. So with the wood axe, I'm still getting the bonus to the cut damage and the bash damage. So I'm getting 140% on the bash, and I'm getting 200% on the cut. So it's not quite as good as the fire axe, but it'll do. +1's enough to hit these slow-moving things. And the moves per attack is bad, but it's also got the brutal strike, sweep attack, and a medium block. So I may have to think about using the wood axe now that the glaive is starting to get a little messed up. All right, soldier, tell me you brought me a Rivtech battle rifle full load. Ah, you didn't bring me nothing. Gas mask recharge, chest rig I can use later. Yeah, well. So we took, what, 2 minor hits? I think the soldier got us once and the dog got us once. Not too bad. What else stuck him out here for? Whoops, anything else nearby? Slavering biter. Nothing close enough to see me. The ones that are close are pretty damaged. Alright, I'm gonna head back down. Alright, glaive, man. I'll have to give a think about the glaive. Alright, so we're tired. 8:40 a.m. I'm on the wrong day-night cycle right now. I need to be awake during the day and sleep at night. I'm exactly the reverse right now. Let's take an aspirin. Or 2. I think I'm going to push through. I'm going to try to stay awake as long as I can. Try to get myself reset back to the correct day-night cycle. So, let's just do some more reading. Oh, first aid to 8. Oh, greater than an hour. Let's keep doing the level 6, or the max of level 6 one. Alright. Howdy, Karacher, welcome back. Nah, my evac shelter bases tend to get pretty messy. I never bother boarding windows, I never bother putting curtains back up, any of that stuff. I grumble about the Wanderspawns, but I just kill them. Every once in a while something will show up that's a little bigger than I can really handle, and I have to adjust my plans, but yeah, I'm not worried about it. Alright, we're up to first aid 6 already, so it's probably going to take 2 days to finish to get to 8. It's going to take a day each for 7 and 8, given how long that book takes to read. But it'll be worth it, so very, very much worth it. Super, super happy when I get my first aid to 8 early game. Alright, famished, thirsty, tired, 4 p.m. We're going to do a little bit more reading still. 2x4 supply, we're down to 10. Yeah, it's going to be time to go get some more 2x4s too. Let's see. Let's have, let's just keep smashing out the pine nuts for now. And how are we doing on my pine needle tea? Still got a few. Run out of toastums. Alright, here we go. Get a start on the advanced emergency care. Yeah, the book's too hard for me to read. I are not smart enough. This one's going to take forever. Alright, we're probably going to go dead tired here pretty soon. Famished. Interesting. Famished to peckish. Famished to peckish. That's kind of some weird reporting. Focus sucks. You lick your lips in anticipation for dead trophies. Let's stop reading. Alright. Drop that again. I think I'm finally out of pine needle tea. How long? 37 minutes. Alright, time to sleep, I think. 9 p.m. We're probably deep into the fatigue chart, so we're in combat gear. Yeah, let's just sleep. I want to, if I can, wake up right around dawn or slightly before, and that way I can use the sunlight to read by during the daytime if I can maintain that day-night cycle. Washboard OP? Yeah, maybe. The only way you can get an infection is first to be successfully bitten, to receive a bite wound. The only time you can get a bite wound is when you are successfully grabbed by a zombie. So as long as you are getting yourself out of grabs, every time you hear me say no grabbies, that's what I'm breaking. I'm breaking the grab. You won't ever see a bite. So just keep breaking the grabs and you'll never have to worry about disinfecting a bite, which would eventually turn into an infection. It's extremely, extremely rare for me to ever get an infection during a live stream. I can start with an infection with certain playthroughs, and that's different, but for actually achieving an infection, it's pretty rare nowadays for me to actually get infected. Because first, they have to grab me, I have to not break the grab, they have to hit me, and then it's the percentage chance of whether or not the hit while grabbed is going to actually inflict a bite wound. Then I've got 6 hours, well, 6 hours if I don't take additional hits to get rid of the bite wound through disinfectant or through cauterization. Every time you take a hit while you've got a bite wound, it speeds up that timer. So if you get a bite and then you get hit 10, 12 more times in that location, you could have like 30 minutes before it goes infected. So that's the only variable nowadays that's a little tricky. Just try not to get hit while you've got a bite wound. Back off, get it taken care of, and then start fighting again. But yeah, you can go a long time without ever getting an infection. They also have to actually do damage, so they've got to grab you, they've got to try to inflict a wound. That wound has got to actually do hit point damage to you, meaning it's not absorbed by your clothes. Then it rolls dice to see if it inflicts the bite, and so on. There's a whole steady list. Or you're just god lucky and you just don't have to worry about it, apparently. So, all right. So we just woke up, 7 a.m. Perfect timing. Let's have some more tea. All right, brain. Where is? There it is. Pine needle tea. Free tea and some pine nuts and some toastums. We'll call that good. Grab our book. And we're going to go upstairs again. This will be the scary part. How many zombies are we going to have in the area? There's one right there. Damn it! And another survivor zombie. Breaking my damn windows. Punk zombies. Damn it. Alright, now I'm getting annoyed. Too used to having the glaive and not taking any hits. Damn survivor zombies. Ugh, now we're back into the yellow all of a sudden. Alright, survivor zombies are nasty. I'm at 2 health on my leg all of a sudden. Do I have like, am I running around in just my knickers? What the hell? All of a sudden I am worse off than when we slept 2 days ago. Cargo pants, that's pretty much it. So, the dog's gonna be going after my legs too. Yeah, I got too used to the damn, too used to the glaive. Let's go back in and get it again. I need the reach. Even at the reduced damage. Hey, doggy dog. I'm pretty sure either he or the zombie here hit the wall section where the window used to be, destroyed it. The game then rolled dice randomly to say, is the ceiling gonna collapse? And that's what happened. Basically, I just got mega screwed by the random, does a wall cause the ceiling to collapse? Oh, man. I do not even believe that just happened. Well, so now I have to figure out, am I trapped under the rubble or not? I suspect I'm trapped under the rubble. I got the 2 zombies. The survivor zombie is the nastiest one by far. It doesn't say I'm downed or anything, so hopefully I get to move. Nope. I'm trying to free myself from the rubble. Now this survivor zombie is going to come down here and just kick my ass. Oh, I am going to get broken legs. I'm going to get completely destroyed by this guy because I can't move. Now I'm grabbed. Now it's going to get even worse. Yeah, this could be the end of the game right here, just because of a totally random wall section ceiling collapse and me not being able to move. Oh, jeez. I don't even know what to say. This is going to be so bad. Oh, man. This will be a pretty pathetic way to end a run that I had under really, really good control. Oh, 2 more zombies coming. Plus, there's the additional factor that I believe the ceiling collapse made way huge amount of noise. And now I've got zombies streaming at me from every direction because of the, like, 400 noise the ceiling collapse created. So if I'm alive when I extract myself, which I may not even be able to, because pretty soon now somebody's going to step into that space. That's the space I'm trying to move up into. But yeah, I'm trying to free myself from the rubble while grabbed, while be getting hit by these zombies. I'm going to end up with bites anytime now, assuming they don't just remove my limbs. Absolutely nothing I can do about this. None of this is going to help me in any way at this point. I have no bionics. I got absolutely nothing I can really do but keep trying to move away. You are at heavily injured. I don't really honestly know if I have much chance of hitting the guy. I need to keep trying to move to get out of here and break the grab. Jeez. I'm just going to keep trying to move, and we'll just watch the damage and the bites accumulate. Oh, whoa, hey, we actually got out. Alright, so we're not dead yet. But now we're back to the same problem as before. I'm in even worse condition than I was 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, health-wise. We're up and moving, but like I said, now I've got rubble between me and my stairs. I'm going to need to shovel that stuff out so I have some clear paths. We'll break contact, we'll pop some painkillers. I'm going to have to think, I need to know what's going on around me if there's more stuff coming to me. If I can get them onto the rubble, I should be able to hammer them pretty good. Bastard's being a little too smart. Want them on the rubble. I just barely nicked him. Yeah, again, the damage on this thing is too low now. Whoops. Another one coming up behind me. Plus another one up that direction. Gonna get crowded in here pretty quick. And as soon as if I don't get out of here now, I'm gonna get blocked into some rubble. Yeah, good old Wanderspawns. The noise from the collapsing ceiling has caused zombies to be spawned just out of sight, so now they're all just magically parachuting in and coming towards my my little base area here. I'll use some painkillers here in a second. I'm just making some decisions on whether I want to get away from my little shelter here. seeing anything to the east, which is really good. Let's run a few more steps. Alright. Let's, yeah, we'll do the Tramadol. Alright, you stupid survivor zombie. You are, a real pain in my ass. Ideally, I need to have the axe in hand, and I need him to be standing or stepping onto rubble when I swing. If I want to keep dancing him around the shelter area. Just deciding whether I want to move him, lead him somewhere else. Stamina's good. I'd kind of like to get him hung up on some terrain and then come down and deal with these other two zombies so I can just work on just him by himself. But I don't want to move into the damn forest with him chasing me. He's too fast. My stats are too bad right now. Let's head back into the shelter. And another zombie is added in. Alright, he's gonna come through the window, which I don't care anymore. Whoops! Damn it! I'm getting taken apart by a stupid zombie child. I hate zombie childs. And now they've got the doors down. Damn it. Oh my goodness! Oh, remember what I said about the noise? Oh boy. For anybody that's new to the game and is wondering why I'm laughing, my mini-map in the bottom right's got a little bit of flashy going on. That right there. Oh mama. What do we got going on? That looks a tad bit more than I can deal with. Remember way back when I said I wish, I hope that they leave me alone for just a few days while I can get some reading done? My goodness. So, that's a conglomeration that appeared because of the sound of the roof collapsing. Again, tied to that one zombie knocking out a window wall section and collapsing the ceiling all over my damn shelter. It made so much noise that I'm pretty sure what happened is it propagated down into the city. So zombies from a whole section moved up this way and then have unpacked right there. That's just what I can see. There's probably a whole bunch more in that area that I just can't quite see yet. And now I've got the problem that I can't keep going south or east because I've got that going on. Well, that would be pretty funny, but that's not the same spot that they were milling on earlier. That mysterious underground spot that held the attention of those shocker zombies, I think, was further north. But yeah, this is all sorts of bad. This is all bad. All my gear is in the basement behind, or in the midst of all that rubble. Man, this is bad. Wow. This went amazingly, horrifyingly wrong with that one tiny little random factor. At this point, I think my best bet is just get in the damn vehicle. So, how do I do that and take the least amount of damage? I go... I think I gotta go this way. Just to get around him momentarily. Grabbed by the little guy. Damn, that survivor's moving. Wow, this has just gone so sideways so quickly. Good times, good times. How are we gonna get out of this mess? First, what's the status on my vehicle? 2.6 liters of diesel. That is not much diesel. There's none close that I can easily get to gas this thing up with. I'm not going to do a lot of driving. The tank's just about in going to leak till it empties mode. Front end's got some weak spots, but can work for a while. Wow, what a mess. Don't have a convenient way of luring these guys away in a useful direction and then circling back. I was thinking of driving south, try to work my way around that crowd and lure them back this way, but trying to drive, especially with that kind of a crowd and in city streets where I have no exit point really that I can get to, is basically a death wish. If I go north, I'm just going to end up pulling stuff up here. I essentially need to get far enough away and let some time go by and let the Wanderspawns kind of pack these guys back up and redistribute them again. Just about. Youch. Could always go hang out to the Rat King cave. Let rats nibble on me. Problem is, I don't have any of my stuff. I left the tools behind. I mean, I got some minor medical gear with me, and that's it. I don't have any of my basic tools. It's 7 a.m. I'm gonna have to get at least 12 hours before the sun goes down. I can't go far, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get back again. This is bad. I at least have one book, yeah, I guess. All my food and water is in the shelter as well. I don't have anything in the vehicle here. I don't know. This is rough. Do a slow move up the road here. At least draw these local guys away and hope that crowd to the south just kind of stays down there, doesn't conglomerate up on my my base area. Great, they're not even moving towards me now. Now they're doing what that... Yeah, I think that's the underground turret making noise. I think that's what's going on there. I can just about guarantee this particular prison has got an underground lab section. And the lab has got turrets that are firing on the Z level below us, right around this area. And so these guys, because of the noise of the turret firing, they just stand around and have a little block party right in that spot. Nah, I tried moving the shock zombies originally. I tried yelling, I tried honking horns. They just sat there. They never moved. So it's probably going to end up doing the same thing. I'm just trying to decide if I was going to travel, where would I go and have any hope of getting some diesel? I already know that the road is fairly clear of any chance to get diesel. I have no rubber hose. I have no container to put it in. I could, I guess, run up to the ranch. Might have just enough gas to get to the ranch, but then I wouldn't probably be able to get back again. And again, I don't have my tools, so I can't do much when I get there. I don't know. I'm gonna be puzzling this one out for a little bit. This is a tricky tactical situation now. I gotta pass 12 hours. Could easily just drive up the road and just like up to that this where the solar vehicle is and just hang out there for the 12 hours and then work my way back down the road and try to get to my gear. Obvious, I can't fight. I don't even have the axe with me, do I? I don't. Got the half-broken glaive, my machete, and the crowbar as options. Man. I think my best bet is just to drive up the road. Drive up the road, find a clean spot, hang out there. Just read my book until the sun goes down, and then try to sneak my way back down at night. Nah, I don't have the gas or the frame power on this vehicle to run over enough of these zombies effectively. Yeah, I have absolutely no chance of getting rid of that horde that's down to the south. No way possible. I was trying to draw these guys further north, but if they're all going to just hang out at that little block party there, I can't do that either. We're up to, what, 10 zombies in the area now? And I don't really have an effective way of dealing with any of them currently. Yeah, I think we're going to keep moving. I don't think I really have a choice here. There's probably quite a few bodies over on the fences and outside the area here. I know there were a few vehicles. Oh no, it was all one big wreck, that's right. Naturally, it's all wasps over here now. Alright, so there's the solar car. I think I'll park right up against it so it protects the opening I have in the door there. That way, no animals can get into the vehicle. Oops, actually, no, they can, because that's broken as well. Need to move forward one more space. Nope, 2 more spaces. Yes, right there. Alright, so that should now protect me. Animals will not break vehicles, windows, things like that, so if I have to, I can just sit right where I'm at. So, stop driving. There's nothing in the back. And it's dark back there, so it doesn't really benefit me to go into the back of the vehicle.